Hi everyone, this is Ray, or some of you might know me as Tiki with Ray, and today I'm in Vancouver, Washington. I'm with my good friend David Gambale, and this is an episode of Tiki Mugs with Ray. A lot of times when I have my show, I like to talk about a couple different mugs, but today we're only going to talk about one mug that you made.
One of a kind.
One big, very big mug that Dave made. And I want to hear the story about this thing.
Well, Ray, thanks for having me.
Yeah, thanks for having me over.
It's a long story.
It's a long tiki mug too.
This goes back to 2000 and when was Ace born? 4. When our son was born.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, sure, he feels happy about that. That you don't remember when your son was born.
Yeah. No, I had it right.
When were you born again?
All right, so we went to.
I'll get that. Like I'll get a text from my parents. They'll be like, "It's your birthday coming up, right?"
Yeah, right.
No,
right?
they don't.
Right?
They don't do that. I'm just kidding. Because my parents care about me.
I get it. My son was born in 2004, give or take a few years.
No, Kim's saying that that's not the right answer.
Yeah, that is correct. The reason I know that this thing's been around for 16 years is because we went to Tiki Oasis in the olden days in Palm Springs.
Oh wow! So you've been to Tiki O over there?
Yes.
Okay.
I think we went to either. The first one we went to was either Tiki Oasis 2 or 3.
Yeah.
And I met Holden from Tiki Farm.
Yep.
Okay. Now this is where the story. I might have to tell a little background story.
Go. Let's hear it.
Yeah. Anyway, Holden, we became chummy, and he happened to be a Beastie Boys fan.
Yeah.
So, for those of you that might not know, I happen to have done an album cover for the Beastie Boys. I did the License to Ill album cover.
Which is my favorite Beastie Boys album.
Thank you, Ray. Thank you. It's my favorite, too.
There's rumors that you sang backup vocals.
No. Those are false. There are some secrets about that album.
Do you have a rap name?
I do.
What's your rap name?
It's World B. Omaze. There's a story behind that, too, but we don't have time for that one. I told you, don't let me spin off into other stuff, because it will go on forever.
Anyway, like an hour later, I'm
hour later.
Yeah, that's great, Dave.
About?
Yeah, that's awesome. Yeah, you and the Beastie Boys.
Yeah,
and I'll tell you what, Ray, I used to party with young MCA.
Yeah, that's right.
Was it MCA or?
Yes, Mike D.
Mike D.
And
I'll tell you what, Ray. Me and Mike D. We used to just line those shots up.
Actually, hate to spoil it, I never met the guys. But
you never met them?
I did the album cover.
All right.
So Holden said, "Hey, we should do something together." He likes to collaborate with artists and all this stuff. So go home, have a baby. We named him Ace. We were living in Las Vegas.
Yeah.
So while in between diaper changes, my son's, not mine.
Yeah.
That came much later.
No, but it's going to come a little bit
Is that
later.
funny out there? Is that
it's
funny?
It's
Are they
going to
laughing?
come. But your diaper changes will be coming down the road.
That's another episode.
They were saying it's like, if you're afraid when you're doing a show in front of people, pretend that they're wearing, that they're
I just heard that.
Well, all you got to do is you
One
just
of
got to
my
pretend that
fans.
they're wearing diapers, and it even helps even more.
Yeah. Well, I am wearing diapers, just in case. So anyway, I worked at the art galleries in the Las Vegas Library District.
Yeah.
And I met a ceramic artist, and I said, "Hey, how do you do this ceramic thing?" And she said, "Get this kind of clay and go to this place." So I did. I've never really done clay before.
And the art that you've done before this, what would you say?
Before this?
Yeah, the artwork that you did.
What
kind of work would that be?
I was a illustrator.
An illustrator.
Yes,
okay.
I did lots of commercial work for magazines and advertising and album covers occasionally, and then one big album cover.
Yeah.
So anyway, got the clay, came up with this thing. Okay, so my idea was it has a lid with a little, what do you call that?
A hole.
A hole.
Yeah, where I'm from,
Insert joke there.
this would be called a hole. A hole.
Not a hoe, a hole.
Oh, it actually doesn't go all the way through.
No. You put your gas in there, and then you can have a flame on top.
You put your gas in there?
Well, I use.
What kind of mugs? What kind of drinks are you
the
making?
lemon extract. You can put 151. A little fire.
Okay.
Fire.
Gas.
Anyway, my idea was that he's blowing his top.
Okay.
That's one.
Yeah.
My other idea was let's say we're out on a date.
Yeah, all right, Dave.
And you and I are looking at the menu.
Yeah, I just want to say.
Hey, let's get the.
Hey, Dave, I want to let you know I like the cut of your jib.
Yeah, I understand. And by jib,
I don't even know what that means.
I don't either. So you ordered the drink for two. It serves two.
Yeah.
And it's got 2 holes here on the side. I only have one straw
sweet.
that works.
Okay.
Okay, and we can sit and we can drink romantically together.
Look at each other's eyes.
Like
and be
I see it like the old milkshake days. They used to. There's a lot of pictures out there of the old milkshakes.
Yeah.
So that was my idea. Okay, that's right. I'm telling a story.
But you gotta like watch the flame that's coming.
Yeah. It's just like the volcano bowls. It's show, and then you stuff it out. And then
So if you're on the
drink
date
it.
with the person and you realize that you don't like them.
Yeah.
And you don't want to get that close to them. You can keep the flame going.
Yeah,
and they're like, shouldn't we put that flame? And you're like,
Yeah.
no.
Maybe
that ruins the whole idea.
Stay away, dude.
Here's a longer
It ain't
straw.
gonna happen tonight. Yeah. So send it back to Tiki Farm. They had just come out with a mug called Hothead, and it had a glazed flame thing on the top. So they thought that was a little bit of a conflict. They didn't like the way if you fill this up too far, your rum is going to pour out the ears.
That's true.
So they wanted to maybe move them up or something like that. Anyway, long story short, it just got put on hold, and I had a baby, and I was like, geez, I can't do this anymore. I can't do volume 2 or whatever. Put it in a box in 2004 and put it away somewhere, and it sat forever.
Hey gang, we'll get back to the Tiki conversation here in just a second, but I want to let y'all know that I have t-shirts for sale. They are screen printed in America. The artist is Tony Canepa, and they're going for $20 a piece, $25 including shipping. If you're interested in buying one, go to my website, tikiwithray.com, and then there's a tab that says buy a t-shirt. Click on there and just follow the prompts. So thank you very much. And let's get back to the Tiki conversation now.
We move up here.
Yeah.
I have this thing, and it was the clay, and it hadn't been fired at all.
Oh.
It was just the dry clay. That's right.
And will that hold? It'll just hold?
What do you mean hold?
Well, like the clay, does it deteriorate or just...
No.
It just stays
No, it
until
was
you...
solid. It was solid, but before you can do anything, you got to fire. I'm not a ceramic guy at all, but as I understood it, you have to fire it.
Okay.
And then you put the glaze on and then fire it again.
Gotcha.
So we moved up here to Vancouver. I was working with this woman who does ceramics, very talented artist.
Okay.
And I was telling her about this, and she goes, "Hey, you want to fire and glaze your tiki mug?" She's got the kiln at home and does this stuff all the time. I said, "Well, sure, yeah, I would love to,
Yeah.
So she asked me, "What kind of clay did you use?" This is 10 years later now. This is like 2013 or 14 or something, right?
Yeah.
And I said, "I have no idea what kind of clay I used, because it's just, a long time." So she said, "No guarantees. If you want to fire it, but I got no guarantees that it's not going to blow up." Okay. And also, I'm not a technical guy at all. I don't even remember how I attached this to this and this to this and all that stuff. Somebody told me how to do it, and I tried. First time, right? Okay, so long story short, she fires it. This entire thing blew up.
Oh, no.
This disintegrated. This was gone. This is a whole new one. So I was like, shoot. Well, whatever. Put it back in the box in 2013. Then I put it behind the bar.
Yeah.
And then for quarantine, I was remodeling that, found the box. I glued it back together. This is all phony. You don't want to drink out of this. This is all funny. Glued it back together, filled in some cracks and stuff, spray painted it flat black, and then I attempted my black velvet treatment on here.
Oh, so you hand painted?
I hand painted this, yes. So I'm gonna present this as the first black velvet tiki mug in the history of Tiki land. It's called Flamboo.
Flamboo.
It's written on the back there in black velvet style.
What does Flamboo mean?
Flame.
Flame?
And taboo.
Flame taboo.
I combined those two things because Les Baxter did an album called Tamboo.
Yes.
And I don't know what that means, but I thought that was cool.
Who knows?
So anyway, he has this expression of blowing his top. Some say he might be on the toilet, but I'm not sure. You can interpret it. You can interpret it any way you want. I'm blowing my top. So it comes to your table, serves two, and the rest is history.
So what's going to happen to this one?
Well, I don't know. I'm.
So
let's
put things on Front Street. I mean, what are your plans for this? Because if there's
I'm gonna hang it up here somewhere. But if there's a real tiki ceramic person out there that likes this idea,
could they make a mold out of this?
I see crazier stuff than this, right? Yeah. And I would, I would change a few things.
It's a beautiful mug.
Oh, yeah, thank you.
So right
anyway,
now,
there it is, Flamboo.
So right now, Flamboo is one of one.
Mm-hmm.
But if
this is it.
But if everyone out there watching this, if you're interested in maybe getting one of these, just put some interest in the comments below, and maybe we can get this.
I still
made
think
a couple
it's a
more
good idea. I think it's a good
idea. It's a beautiful mug. I've never seen a mug. The idea is great.
Yeah.
I don't know if there's any.
They
mugs
have bowls that serve 4, 6, or whatever.
How about a tiki mug that serves 2?
That serves 2.